Alright.
To pass again.
Okay, we out here in Delaware.
Grab him and then Singer runs out of bounds. Good pursuit on the backside by C.J. Nunnally. Still ahead, Devon Williams leads the Huskies, and Camp Lander will face the Badgers. It's coming up today, 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on the Big Ten
Good
Network.
old apple juice.
Fox Sports.
Hey, buggers.
So good to see Washington finally in the top 25.
Yeah. I mean, and I would say that they're faulted for losing to Ohio State in a game that was far more competitive than the final score suggests, and then losing on the road to Michigan with a decimated offensive line. They're absolutely one of the best teams in college football, top 25 for sure.
West with the carry, big hole. West with another first down for the Buckeyes.
Good old homegrown USA apple juice.
48, a pickup of 16.
Get that in your line.
West. They're trying to get him more involved in the offense.
Yeah, and really, it's all going to start with the offensive line. You see the wide receiver block.
Baltimore.
Brandon Innes there taking on the safety, but a good job by those Buckeye tight ends. Benny Christian leads the way, number 85. They get these young running backs going that are oozing talent, of course. But you got to get it going up front. Good job creating a lane
so
for
far.
Weston.
No complaints at all whatsoever.
Blockers in front.
Nice,
Smith
cool
across
day.
the 40-yard line. Goes for a first down. There's Cardell Tate.
Might have to
Wide
take
receiver
out a Virginia
1A
with
for
me
this
today.
Ohio State team. Still no helmet in hand.
Nice. Not a bad, it ain't like going
Obviously nothing serious.
Richmond.
Dressed and just go down
Nothing like
we're
that.
working on what's
Nice
going on there with
little
Carnell Tate, but
side.
Carnell Tate's out. Throw it to Jeremiah Smith and get things happening.
Hopefully y'all
Second down and
stay
one.
tuned.
Jackson, the running back. Couple of tight ends into the ball game.
Some stuff this trip.
Jackson gets it. Force through one tackle and up to the 35-yard line for the first down.
Sit right here. It's the relay app.
You know, we talked about this too. Notice the pace of play for Ohio State. Never in a rush.
See how long it
In
takes me
full command of
to
this
get to
game. And
location.
maybe that might be frustrating at times. You might want to see Ohio State put up more points, make more plays, equals more stat opportunities. But remember, the goal here for the Buckeyes is to repeat as national champions. And Ryan Day talked about the importance of getting to Indianapolis. Their pace of play in terms of snaps per game is
Got the college game plan,
or
so
two bye games in terms of snap per game.
I don't watch it, right, but just listening to it.
Amazing stat.
Makes me be at peace. Listen to a football game. Put me in that state. Jeremiah Smith. Crazy right now. Yeah, listen to the game kind of put me in that peaceful mind state, man. I'm just like I'm sitting in my living room, you know, working. I'm for truck. Truck used to be my living
receiver 1A, like you said, Jeff. Not wide receiver 2, not B, no, wide receiver 1A.
Big drive here for Purdue to come back after 14 unanswered points. Brown looking for his receiver back shoulder throw, and a flag comes in from the backside. Espinosa was in coverage. Harris, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Jim, you were talking about this earlier. You know, Espinosa, this is the one area he had to improve upon. He's constantly in good position. We've seen all day. He's in great position there.
Number 1, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Throw hit him right in the backside.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's not needed. That's the next evolution. And he's been better this year, in fairness. He has been better, but, you know, those penalties have been costly at points throughout his career.
Pick up that first down via penalty. Bottom side of your screen, the intended receiver on that last play was Mark Harris. He's still in the ball game. Here's Watson, goes in motion.
Well, we talked to offensive coordinator Josh Henson, and he said we have to take advantage. We got to take some shots when the opportunity presents itself, and that was an opportunity. Jesse Watson, you know what I would have liked to see is Ryan Brown throw that over the top. He had cleared Lorenzo Styles. It could have been a touchdown if Ryan Brown places that out ahead of his receiver, but went to the back shoulder and unable to connect.
Brown has yet to complete a pass here in the second quarter. Was 8 of 10 in the first quarter.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Senior left guard Jalen St. John. We've seen that happen a time or two with Purdue this year.
Yeah, negated a touchdown last week against Michigan, right? It's again kind of to that theme of really beating yourselves.
Behind the sticks, Brown.
Interceptions happen, and honestly, this is a big hit waiting to happen. Thankfully, everybody's healthy, but for Ryan Brown, you either throw that away or use your legs and get back into a second and manageable, but certainly don't put the ball in harm's way like you did there.
Sophomore Jalen McClain was waiting for Watson. Had that pass been completed. 2nd and 15. Brown keeps it. Goes up top, and it's incomplete, and here comes a flag. Devin Sanchez in coverage, never got that head around, giving Harris an opportunity to make a play.
Once again, I mean, Jamar Harris, he had Devin Sanchez beat. There was green grass out in front of him, and Ryan Brown gave him a chance. Just watch Devin Sanchez, the talented freshman.
There were 2 fouls on the play, one against each team. One against each team. Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 79. Pass interference. Defense number 6. Those fouls offset. Second down.
So because of the offsetting penalties, wipe the first down via penalty off the board. Let's let tackle Joey Taduna. Second time on this drive they've had an ineligible man downfield.
Yeah, Barry Odo, he told us, listen, as a leader, I cannot have a bad day. I cannot hang my head. I cannot mope around. He said he got advice from his dad on what to do. He said, fix it, but I'm sure underneath that stoic facial expression, he's disappointed in another key penalty.
Brown. Jermaine Matthews on the pick. Matthews still on his feet, brought down to the 30-yard line. It was deflected by Caleb Downs, and Matthews comes away with the interception.
If Purdue doesn't have a penalty, it would be 1st and 10. You could probably run the ball, but it's 2nd and long. risk, particularly when Caleb Downs is there in the back end, and Caleb Downs triggers, such an instinctual player, bats the ball up, Jermaine Matthews finishes it, and Buckeyes in scoring position.
11th interception thrown by Purdue this year. 6th Ohio State pick. West in the backfield. West gets the carry, stays on his feet. Is met, driven back after a pickup of 40. Alex Sanford on the tackle.
It's just the unfortunate part of trying to develop a young quarterback. Ryan Brown has done some really nice things, and he's clearly progressing, in my opinion, a guy that's taking strides, but one of the biggest things you can do to progress is avoiding those critical errors, and that was a critical error leading to an interception.
West at the 25-yard line, still on his feet, turning those legs, offensive line pushing him. It'll be 3rd and 2.
I was thinking about it, Jeff, I think Ohio State could win a ton of games just airing it out with Julian Sain and Jeremiah Smith and their weapons, but part of the reason you run the ball, you're going to need it at some point this season. Remember last year against Penn State, they had to close out the game on the ground, and I feel like that's a part of the magic here as Ryan Day is really working his run game, knowing at some point he's going to need it.
Ohio State now has Ethan Oniawa out of right tackle. Plunging ahead is West for the first down. I'd say Donaldson's the first down. Become their short yardage guy. He's got the touchdown run in this game. Now Donaldson picks up the first, and they're in the red zone again.
That's what makes Ohio State's offense so hard to stop. You see the Sain stats down there at the bottom of the screen. He's 10 of 11, 145 yards, 1 touchdown out in the run game. Rarely do they go backwards. Rarely do they beat themselves. So kind of a juxtaposition here between the two programs. Buckeyes, for as talented as they are, they never really beat themselves.
James Peoples checks into the game for the first time. He's the running back. Peoples gets it. Peoples across the 15-yard line and close to the 12. They'll mark him down at 13. So we've seen 4 different running backs in this game.
Take a look at just the gravity and the impact of Jeremiah Smith. Look at these 3 guys right here. That's one less guy in the box. That safety is so far away from the play. Now you get to run into lighter boxes just because of the gravity of Jeremiah Smith.
Smith lined up in the slot, top formation. People stays in the game. Same play action, slips it out. Roberts falls down at the 10-yard line. First catch of his career, but could not keep his footing. He might have had 6 if he keeps his feet.
I was going to say, his first catch would have went for a touchdown. He would have been averaging 1 touchdown per catch, but not quite able to spin around and keep his feet. Got caught up by the turf monster.
Turf monster can be very, very dangerous. 3rd down and 3. Mark it at the 11. Donaldson back in a running back, saying 9 for his last 9 throwing the football. Tight ends at the top of the formation there. I can see Jake gets so excited because of the 3 tight ends up there. Timeout called by the Buckeyes. Jake can catch his breath.
Hey, co-pilot. How do I go there? What sort of person is this thing I'm on?
Hey, co-pilot, that's a cool bike. What is it?
That's the HyperX Broadcast 2S.
I hate writing about myself. Help me turn my portfolio into a bio.
Inspired by her cat Ziggy, Jenna's work is a contrast of sturdy form and wild color.
I like that. How about that hat? Let's talk about that chair.
Do you see what I'm highlighting?
Talking to a computer. Can you show me how?
Show me that visual.
Oh, that's nice.
What would you like me to do next?
Liberty Mutual customizes.
Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
Yes.
Huh? What happens in this one?
Seagulls.
Oh, I like it. How are you doing?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Introducing steak nuggets. Perfectly seared, perfectly smoked. It's like if your favorite steakhouse made nuggets. Wait, is Arby's your new favorite steakhouse?
Arby's, we have the meat.
Vivid Seats and lowest price guarantee means you get lower ticket prices in the Vivid Seats app. Guarantee we got tickets, but Vivid Seats cannot guarantee that you'll crash the tailgate and walk away without a concussion. Or your chest pains will survive sub-zero temps. Or your kid will catch a foul ball and actually keep it. And Vivid Seats definitely cannot guarantee that you'll have your voice the next day. But we can guarantee lower ticket prices only in the Vivid Seats app. Download now.
Target's early Black Friday deals are here, and they're moving fast. Get 40% off gifts and holiday decor this weekend only. Early Black Friday deals are 3 days only and Saturday.
Jeremiah Smith coming into the ballgame today. 55 catches, averaging just over 90 yards a game. 9 touchdowns. He can add one more to that already today. Caught his 10th. He's over 100 yards receiving. It's 3rd down and 3 for Ohio State. Quite the first half display for Jeremiah Smith. Again, we have not seen Carnell Tate on the field in this first half for Ohio State. Bo Jackson in a running back. For the tight ends on the field, same. Hands it off. Jackson hit, stays on his feet, and he pushes forward for a Buckeye first down. Look at the power in the legs from the freshman Bo Jackson.
Yeah, he met Charles Correa came in on a blitz and met him in the hole. Bo Jackson, 6 foot, 217 pounds, and he's got great speed and agility, great burst, but how about the power there running right through Charles Correa, the starting linebacker for Purdue.
The top tacklers in the country. Yeah, Charles Correa. Jackson heads to the sideline. Donaldson checks in, 1st and goal. Smith on the top of the screen, isolated. Sam hands it off. Donaldson to the 5.
Ohio State just happy to hand the ball off and milk the clock down, probably take this to the 2-minute warning. Ryan Day believes so much in his defense. Why rush? They'll just slowly suffocate you as the game goes on.
And this will be the 2-minute timeout. On this drive, 6 runs, just 1 pass, and the Buckeyes are knocking on the door.
My mother told me, don't forget to pray, 'cause there'll be hard times. Hard times. Oh yeah, yeah. Then I soon found out just what she
Check out the allergies. They go great with the hydrangeas below. Yeah, they should last until Saturday.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diane. Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cashback with every purchase. What's cashback? It's you. Buy what you need for a little extra back. You got walkie-talkies, rope, and a baseball bat? You betcha. 10 to 50 pumpkins? That works. Absolutely.
How about flowers?
What he meant to say was sunflower. A what?
This game has gotten out of control. All the money, the unpredictability. It's time we instate a commissioner. Introducing the commissioner of coverage, the Aflac Duck. Commissioner, when life insurance falls short, who pays you cash to help with your medical bills? The commissioner has spoken.
I love that talk.
In health expenses, health insurance doesn't cover when y'all cash out of your work. In the law, yeah.
instinct, but we put it inside burritos and tacos anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic.
Big Ten Network Saturday Night Hockey. The Badgers and Wolverines face off in a top 10 showdown. Scores! Puck drop tonight at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on the Big Ten Network.
Football on the Big Ten Network is brought to you by White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Drink responsibly. The Ohio State locker room. Scarlet and gray. There are a lot of Ohio State Buckeye fans in Raleigh this afternoon. They are at the 5-yard line, taking 7 plays to go 25 yards. Very methodical drive following the interception by Matthews. Methodical. I got to give credit to Purdue's defense once again. I mean, they're making Ohio State work for it. Jackson, the running back. Jackson gets it. Met by Crane again this time. A very minimal gain of 2. 3rd and goal for the Buckeyes. Remember, Ohio State will get the opening kickoff in the second half, too. Well, saying came out here. They're bringing in Lincoln Keenholz. Remember that quarterback battle this offseason? One of the big pluses for Keenholz was his legs. 7 of 8 this year is Keenholz throwing the football. He's carried it 6 times for 23 yards and a touchdown. Keenholz is in, as is C.J. Donaldson in the backfield. Roberts is in the backfield as a potential fullback.
Way to get numbers. One, you have Jeremiah Smith in the game. He's effectively being doubled, which means Purdue only has 9 in the box. Well, when your quarterback runs, that means your running back then becomes a lead blocker. So all of a sudden, down in the red zone, a game where numbers are rarely to your advantage, Ohio State was able to scheme numbers, and Keenholz gets the touchdown.
2nd touchdown run of the year for Lincoln Keenholz. 3 straight touchdown drives of over 5 minutes, just milking that clock. It kicks it up and through. 21-3 Ohio State. They're taking advantage of the turnover. Just over a minute to go. Back in 30 seconds.
T-Mobile is the best place to get the power from the new iPhone 17. Hold on, is this big enough?
Is what big enough?
I should dance. I didn't even feel it. 4 iPhones, no traded. I got rhythm.
Get fired up. At T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade needed when you switch. Plus, 4 lines for just $25 a line.
I'm gonna do a flip. Nailed it.
Whatever energy drink she had, I want some.
21-3. They took Julian Sagan out for a play. Keenholz turns it into a touchdown run. Purdue has all their timeouts and 1:12 to go in this first half. Unanswered so far for Ohio State. Jackson's back deep. And it'll be a touchback. All right, numbers game, Jake. Count us up.
Yeah, rarely in the red zone do you get advantageous numbers, but that's a double team on Jeremiah, so there's only 9 Purdue defenders. Well, Ohio State, when Donaldson becomes the lead blocker, they then get 9. You have 5 linemen, 3 tight ends, and Donaldson as a lead blocker, you have 9 to block 9 because Jeremiah is getting double teamed. Rarely do you have advantageous or even numbers down in the red zone, but that's a great job by Hartline scheming to get even numbers, and the result is a touchdown.
We've seen Purdue's offense go to a lot of passing here recently, especially deep balls. Handed off, and Harris is smothered. Sonny Styles brought him down after a loss of 1 and a timeout used by Ohio State. Back in 30 seconds.
The holiday
holidays are all about giving, but at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, it's all about getting. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get the strongest Ram 1500 ever. And get it all backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Nothing stops Ram. Don't let anything stop you from getting a great deal at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event.
Right now, purchase this Ram 1500 and get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty on the 2026 Ram 1500.
Number one team in the country, Ohio State, up on Purdue 21-3. 3 straight touchdown drives. Pair of touchdown runs. A touchdown reception for Jeremiah Smith, who's over 100 yards through the air. And just one incompletion from Julian Sayin. 2nd and 11. One timeout left for Ohio State. Hand it off again. That's Harris wrapped up by Styles after he pushed forward for a few yards. And the third and final timeout used by Ohio State. Back in 30.
Old Trapper Beefs. Pack smash.
Oh no.
Here's my ham and cheese dip bacon. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged too well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show me who's the cheesiest? I want nothing on the cheesiest, coach!
Official sponsor of the college football playoff. Halftime show sponsored by TIAA is coming up. And Rick, Jerry, and Brock standing by on Chicago. First half analysis. Hoosiers up at Happy Valley. Preview of the afternoon games to follow, including Washington. 3rd down and 1 to go in this first half. Brown steps up. Brown gets rid of it. And dropped. That was Tuggle. Got hit, and that was the Sonny Styles defensive drive of the day for Ohio State. He was everywhere.
Well, yeah, I'm just not quite sure the thought process there of throwing the ball, risking exactly that. Ohio State is out of timeouts. And let's see if this is a catch and a fumble or 1-2, no football move, incomplete. So the clock stops. But you run it, you force Ohio State to burn through their timeouts. Another run would have given them effectively no time, but now you're punting, and they have plenty of time to go down and score.
It's punt by McAllister, fair catch by Ennis, back in 15 seconds.
Pizza! No sandwiches! We could settle this with a sibling cage match or Jimmy John's new toasted pizza sandwiches. Look, Mom, it's a win-win.
Now they're everywhere.
Toasted pizza sandwiches at Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
Ohio State's got it at the 24-yard line, Jake. 47 seconds, no timeouts. Clock stops with a first down. I mean, how aggressive do you want to be knowing you get the football out of halftime?
You want to be very aggressive because you're Ohio State and because you have Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sayin. And the most important thing is getting that initial first down. So for Purdue, you want to defend the sidelines, force Ohio State to throw over the middle of the field, and then try to rally and tackle, and understanding without any timeouts, it's a race against time.
Sayin to pass. Sayin go deep again. And it's incomplete. Nice coverage downfield. Adoree Hines in on the coverage on Bryson Rogers.
Right, really great coverage by Adoree Hines, a sophomore that's going to be part of the solution in the future here from Purdue. Had a big game against Michigan, a key red zone interception, and he's in great position there, able to break it up against Bryson Rogers.
Think about the other receivers that Julian Sayin has had to work with today. Jeremiah Smith has 6 receptions. Everybody else is combined for 5. Again, no Carnell Tate in the first half so far. Sayin to pass again, steps up. Throws underneath, finds Claire, and Claire steps out of bounds, picks up a first down, 2 for Ohio State.
It's a great job there by Julian Sayin. I mean, you could just sit back and watch his pocket footwork, even in a 2-minute high-pressure situation, climbing the pocket, putting the ball on the upfield shoulder of Max Claire. That's what allows him to catch and run. turn upfield, move the chains, and get out of bounds.
Second catch for Claire. He's got 29 yards through the air. Brooke Fletcher going into the half will have some questions for Ryan Day, including about Cornell Tate. Saying to pass again. Saying's going to run. He's got all kinds of space and tap dances his way out of bounds. Picks up another first down in the process.
You wouldn't call Julian Sayin a dual threat, but he's more than capable as a runner, as we've seen today. There's a good example. Had a nice little third down run and scramble against Penn State last week. You don't have to be a 4.4 athlete to be a dangerous runner. I think Julian Sayin is starting to show that part of his game here down the stretch of the season.
Well, as methodical as this offense has been in these 2-minute situations where you have to operate quickly, this is a nice test for Julian Sayin.
Absolutely.
He's trying to get him into field goal range. Sayin underneath. Claire again on the catch and gets out of bounds to stop the clock. He's short of the 50-yard line. Jaden Fielding has only attempted one field goal this year, by the way, that is over 40 yards. And he missed it.
And that's probably a piece of what Ryan Day is thinking, too. Is like, hey, we're going to need our field goal kicker at some point in the season. Let's see if we can get into field goal range. And if you're Purdue, I think you continue just playing drop coverage, forcing everything underneath and hoping that you can rally and tackle someone in bounds and burn the rest of the clock out.
Second down and 5. Again, no timeouts for Ohio State. Peoples out of the backfield with the catch. And gets out of bounds, another first down and into Purdue territory.
Just Julian Sayin, it's like, maybe he's a redshirt freshman. It's his second year. He plays with the footwork and awareness of a 4th or 5th year senior. And he's 2 minute is just a great example. It's like a microcosm of the processing ability of your quarterback. He's done such a great job here of finding his check down on time and rhythm, delivering an accurate pass, allowing his pass catchers to get upfield, knife, get those extra yards, and then get out of bounds.
And probably a few yards away from field goal range. Typically want to get to the 35, but for Fielding, again, just one attempt over 40 yards. 12 seconds to go. Sayin again to the outside. Smith got the feet in bounds catch. Jeremiah Smith, his 7th catch. Perfect footwork.
Now, once again, I mean, that's the second time. He'll get 2 in because he's an NFL player that just happens to still be in college. So that's just a chemistry stop route. Sayin and Smith have probably rushed that 100+ times this year. And really, actually, Tony Grimes, number 0, was in good coverage position. It just doesn't matter when Sayin is so accurate and Smith so talented.
With no timeouts, they're going to try from 49. Will be a career long for Jaden Fielding. Kick is up, and it is good. Just inside the left upright. A new career long for Jaden Fielding. And Ohio State puts points on the board. Longest kick of the year for Fielding. Longest of his tenure. Just inside the upright.
Sucks you have to work on a Sunday.
Does it though?
How about dogs?
Okay.
How about Peyton Manning?
Ah, it's quitting time.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Here's to the stuff that never stopped. To the flavor that found its way into everything. From just one spot to America's #1 spot for winners. This isn't just a meal. It's an arrival. Wingstop is here.
24 unanswered points for Ohio State. Purdue led 3-0 after the first quarter. Ohio State pitching a shutout in the second quarter. Fielding career-long 49-yarder just moments ago. They added an extra second, so 3 seconds on the clock. Squibbit. And still on his feet is the tight end, Christian Moore. That'll take us to halftime at Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette. There's Cornell Tate with the helmet in his hand running off the field. Ohio State, Julian saying just 2 incompletions. All right, downstairs, Brooke Fletcher with Ryan Day.
Coach, no Carnell Tate there in the first half. What can you tell us about his status, and will we see him in the second half?
No, he's not going to play. We're going to hold him. Just, it was kind of a thing that, before the game, we just didn't feel comfortable putting him out there. So you won't see him in the second half.
Well, it was a slow start for your offense, but what changed in order for you guys to have 24 unanswered there?
What a good half. Scored 24 in the first half was big, and great to get the turnover. We're 3 of 6 on third downs, 78 yards rushing, 182 passing. So that's a solid first half. I am pleased with the way that we came out and operated the 2-minute and then finished with a field goal. So that was something we need to get done. But we're going to halftime. We start with the ball here, so we got to start the second half strong.
Thanks, Coach.
Big boys had a great first half. Julian saying almost 200 yards through the air. Jeremiah Smith, 109 yards, including a touchdown as well. 24-3, halftime has come in West Lafayette.
Put your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill, and it works differently.
I got rapid relief at 2 weeks with Rinvoq. Check.
It helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
And I got lasting steroid-free remission. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases at age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
Every idea you love began as nothing. Just a flicker on a screen, asking a simple question. What do you see?
Baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. Give me that. No question, kid. Just everyone watching. Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You gotta swivel those hips, right? And you gotta swing. And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
deal just for Turk fans. Get any 18-inch, one-topping pizza with 12 jumbo wings for only $39.99. Lidl Pizza's now serving at the stadium in sections 10, 20, and 205. Place your order online today, and remember, Lidl Pizza never cuts corners.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
You're listening to Maryland Sports on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to Maryland Football with Steve Suter, Lamont Jordan, and the voice of the Terrapins, Johnny Holliday. This is freshman quarterback Malik Washington from Glen Burnie, Maryland. I played last year for Coach Kyle Smith at Archbishop Spalding, where we were ranked among the top 10 teams in the country. I welcome the challenge of leading the Terps to another winning season and getting back to another bowl game. Thanks for your support of Maryland football.
Well, the last time the Terrapins had a 75-yard touchdown run, Roman Hemby did it last year against Indiana. He went 75 yards. And Malik Washington just did it today. And then when you look at the replay, Steve, a perfectly called play. Everybody went left. He went right and a gaping hole to run through.
Yeah, the mesh was fantastic. The play fake was really good. And they took advantage of Bo Mascow from Rutgers. He looked like he was in cover two, and he was totally oblivious.
Yeah, the kickoff would be taken almost with one knee before he went down at the 15-yard line by K.J. Duff. And so Rutgers goes on the offense for the first time today.
I wonder when's the last time Malik Washington has ever scampered 73 yards. I wonder if he did it in Spalding. But I'll have to text Kyle Smith during the game to see if he ever scampered for 73 as he's at Spalding. Maybe he's done when he was at Pee Wee, but 73 yards, that's awesome.
73-yard touchdown run, a 75-yard drive in 2 plays. And it took only 37 seconds for the Terps to take the lead. And Rutgers will go right up the gut of the Maryland defense. A quick handoff. They've got a good running game led by Antoine Raymond. He's a sophomore from Montreal. 5'11", 205 with almost 800 yards rushing. And he scored 10 touchdowns. Sidney Stewart and Levant Scruggs combined to make the tackle. Second down for the Knights. About a yard to go for the first down. A little over a minute into the first quarter in Piscataway. Aligomanis is the quarterback for the Rutgers. Hands it off to Raymond again. Raymond off tackle, pushes the pine. He's got the first down. And they do rack up the yards, 413 yards. And the running game is outstanding, 130 on the ground and 282 through the air. Nair Mathis, the Maryland defensive end, Jalen Husky, the safety. The line to bring down the Rutgers running back, Antoine Raymond. 116 yards against Purdue for Raymond. Aligomanis back in the gun. He'll get the shotgun snap. And Raymond again brings it into the secondary and tripped up at the 45-yard line by Jalen Husky, the Quince Orchard High School product. But he picks up 6. It'll be second down and 4.
Well, right, if you're paying attention, it's been too many yards in these first 2 down plays. They got 9 when Ian Thomas should have had a tackle in the backfield. Broke that tackle. Raymond's done a good job, broke another tackle there. So now you got to shore yourself up defensively. When you get to the football, good fundamentals, wrap up the ball carrier.
Aligomanis back in the gun. Now he goes up behind his center. Kalenkas then drops back into shotgun again. Whitehawks to the left side. There are 2 of them for the Knights. Aligomanis will hand it off to Raymond. Tries to turn that right side. He will be shy of the first down by about a yard or half a yard. And Cam Rice, the transfer from Ohio and West Liberty and grew up in Morgantown, West Virginia. He comes in to make the tackle. Good defensive tackle for Maryland. He goes 6'2", 303 pounds. So it's third down and 1. And again, they go to Raymond, and Raymond gets the first down. Nothing fancy about what they're doing, isn't Steve?
No, this is simple handoff, trying to pound the football against the Maryland defense. Didn't like what I saw there pre-snap. Maryland not ready, not set. That was always going to be a first down. If you don't have your guys lined up in the correct gaps, you're not going to have gap responsibility. You don't get the leverage in the run game. Easy first down for Rutgers, but that's a communication issue.
Yeah, Trey Reddick makes the tackle for Terrapins. Yeah, Rutgers with the first and 10 at the Maryland 47-yard line. Kalika Manis, 6'2" senior from Illinois. Monopolizing, changing the plays, got alongside him. One running back. Raymond again gets the call. Raymond fights his way down to the 45. Then driven back to the 46-yard line. Hit again by Trey Reddick. And Dante Joyner joining the party to bring him down. The safety from quarterback from Lakeland, Florida. Here's the first quarter. 7-0 Maryland thanks to Malik Washington. 73-yard touchdown run in the first 37 seconds of this game. I check the Terrapins 46 with second down and 7 to go. Kalika Manis has slot formation left. Fakes to Raymond, throws downfield, got a man, gets complete out to the 25-yard line to KJ Duff. He's got over 1,000 yards in receptions, and Jalen Husky makes the tackle. And you mentioned, Steve, they are going to move the ball, no question about that.
Yeah, it's a streaky offense. They have weapons on the outside. We've already seen early their run game being successful. It's a really balanced offense. You know, you can't lean on one side or the other, run game versus pass game. You got to play all the disciplines here. And that's a simple zone coverage that Maryland was running. Looked like Husky identified, just wasn't confident enough to go make a break on that football.
So Duff goes right, Strong goes right to the right side, one out, no wideouts to the left. They got trips formation to the right. And Kalika Manis, look at the snap. He's got to run it himself. He's down, dives close to the 20-yard line, so he picks up 5 or so. Before it's not, before nobody touched him, he just dove down to the 20-yard line.
And right now, Rutgers just winning first down. This drive, Maryland's only had one first down where they held them under 4 yards. That's a zone read right there. The read, Sidney Stewart.
Stop, and now they're hunting the lead in Morgantown.
Love that. So for Mom, I was thinking...
I thought she didn't want anything.
Oh, like when she said she doesn't want anything? 17 for like AT&T. Get the best deal for them meeting the most expensive plan. Yeah, she makes her selfies.
Who's that?
No clue.
Get the only iPhone 17 Pro on us. The most powerful iPhone yet. Most expensive plan not required.
It was my idea.
I'm never done recruiting. And I'm always scouting for full-time fans. Check out this year's recruits. The team transfer. Marry him to the team, but acts like he's married to the team. I'm a playmaker and get the ball to the uprights without setting foot on the field. Every season hopeful doesn't hope that this is her team's year. No, so these fans deserve whatever because football is really football. Get out of here.
offense, number 4. 5-yard penalty, replay second down. Remain second down.
Miller, one of the big play sources all day, that connection with him and Julian Lewis growing. The Seeds getting a little antsy there. Anderson, 6 catches, 130 yards for touchdown. It's not even farther. Jason Chambers, that time we're talking about the tackling for the defensive back for West Virginia all day. Discipline, maintaining outside leverage. Now, third and mile, we saw the mistakes from Scotty Fox Jr. turn the football over. It's the last thing you can afford. Backed up in your own end. Let's see if they even let Juju put the ball in the air even after all he's done today. Situation for this West Virginia defense. Lewis will get to air it out. He's won the midfield. And the Bucs win it. No, they don't. It's out of bounds. Sincere Brown won that one-on-one battle with some separation. And the big separation that drew the flag on this play. He had a pretty tough push off at the end of that play that I think they're going to call the flag on. He stands 6'5", so the right target and a difficult spot for Lewis.
Pass interference, offense number 9.
Because in addition to it being a foul, they say he was out of bounds. Incomplete. So you take a look at the top end of the route here. Shrugging him off, but that left foot clearly out of bounds. And the more we look at it, it seemed like both of them hand fighting a lot in that route, but just a little bit too demonstrative with the pull on the jersey there. And so the punt coming up, which is in a very similar spot to the one that was blocked for the first points in this game. Hustling to get it away. Stick 5. He takes it there, kept on top of his 40-yard line. With the Mountaineers still in front, 22-19. And they got a handful of seconds on Lewis today.
For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day, or have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Around the block, when you need it stock, with service delivery guaranteed. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
Welcome to Ashley's biggest sale of the year. During the Black Friday event, you can save up to $1,000 store-wide or pay 0% interest for 60 months. And Friday through Monday, active military and veterans can take up to an extra 10% off only at Ashley's Black Friday event. Cold Black Friday is early?
into each of their months of November. Fox back at the switch. Let's cut to his left. He moves into Colorado territory with the ball, with the lead, and now a first down. And getting up with some swagger. I love to see that both of these freshmen not leaking confidence as this game gets tight late. A couple of turnovers from Johnny Fox Jr. but showing you the kind of wheels that got the end from not once but twice last week. Look down the field here. Mountaineers in plus territory. together in Tempe next week. We said it a couple of times, but there is snow expected in the forecast here, perhaps as soon as Monday.
You know what? Easy to feel good. Rain, snow, or shine with the quality of quarterbacking here in West Virginia and the quality of playing for this football team under Rich Rodriguez.
The guys will talk to Scotty Fox coming up in just a bit. Michael and Jared Greenberg. I'm Jamie Long saying so long from Morgantown for now. You've been watching Big 12 football on TNT. Back to left go.
Virginia, keep it going. Mount Mama, take me home, take me home. We're home, and we made it. Adam Lefko, Tequila Spikes, Shane Bailey, Victor Cruz. I need something. I'm embarrassed. Welcome to Big 12 College Football Postgame, presented by Geico. What we just witnessed was two freshman quarterbacks taking each other's best shots, going down the field. And West Virginia, the big moment there, it was a 10-play, 57-yard drive to put it away in the fourth quarter. But a great game for both sides. Suddenly now West Virginia has won 2 games in a row, and there's still a chance they can be bowl eligible in this season. Rich Rodriguez got it going on. And we are joined by the true freshman quarterback that's got it cranking right now. It's amazing hair. How we doing, Scotty Fox Jr.? All right, appears the audio's a little bit rough right now. We're hoping we can power through it. Oh, now we sound good. There we go. Scotty, let me ask you, brother. We got some stars here on this desk. That drive in the fourth quarter, it was 10 plays, and it was 10 straight runs, and you pounded a touchdown. Did you feel yourself knock out the competition? Was that sort of putting them away and getting this win for you guys? All right, we don't have one. Oh, Scotty, we got you back. Hold on. Audio's working. Sorry, man. Finish your answer. Yes. That's it. Yes. Yeah, so Scotty, the good thing for Scotty is he looks great. I know. I was going to say that. All right, there's one thing I do want to try, because we can't hear from Scotty right now. Can we put the double box on? I think if we show it Victor Cruz salsa, and it's not salsa, he can hear us. He's nodding. Come on, Scotty, will you give us the Victor Cruz salsa? Can you at least give us a little dance? Give us a little dance. You're a player of the game for us, man. Hey. It's even a awesome. Scotty, can you just talk really quick one more time? See if we hear you. Just know that we're proud of you. You're going to play great. We're back to Scotty. Don't worry, Scotty. We got you next week. We got you next week again. But we got to get on to that. What a performance. Your guy, Scotty Fox Jr.
Yeah, shout out to my guy, Scotty Fox Jr., who did the salsa without even hearing the rest of the interview or entertaining it. But, man, he played well today. I wanted to ask him, too, you kind of see his maturity level kind of happen right before our eyes, right? We had West Virginia a couple weeks ago, and you could see he still wasn't really comfortable being the starter. He wasn't comfortable just being out there making plays and doing things on a down-to-down, drive-to-drive basis. But today he felt like, even through the 2 interceptions and things that were going awry, he stayed the course, and he stayed focused, and he rushed the ball well. When it was time to pull that ball and make things happen with his legs, he did it. He did things through the air in a timely manner. When those plays needed to be made, he did it. So it was good to see him kind of mature right in front of our eyes and come away with a huge victory today.
Factor this in, he is the first true freshman quarterback for West Virginia in 73 years to get the start. In his first 3 games, he had no turnovers. Second half was looking sloppy. 2 picks, the way he turned it around. Yes. These 2 freshman quarterbacks we saw today were seasoned. Let's relive this game, full with audio as well. West Virginia and Colorado. Julian Lewis
Texas Voodoo, career start for Colorado in an game with 0 starting offensive tackles, and Scotty Fox, the reigning Big 12 freshman of the week, this makes it easy on the quarterback. A punt block by Boyce goes out of the end zone into safety. West Virginia up 2-0. Then 4th and goal. Look at Curtis Jones Jr. punch his way in for the touchdown, knocking off a few defenders. West Virginia right before the half. Easy touchdown to Ryan Ward, 16-3. But then Juju Lewis starts coming alive. End of the half. For Joseph Williams there for the touchdown. So it's 19-9, and then more Juju. Juju on the beat.
The kid got his hand.
And we got a Juju on the beat and an Omarion. But this was the drive I was talking about. 10 plays, 57 yards. All 10 plays were runs. You see Juju Lewis receiving 8 different receivers. How about this? On throws over 15 yards, he was 8 of 12 for 216 and a touchdown. Juju Lewis played well. Fox Jr., I thought, played well as well. The big story of this game, though, Colorado clearly missing the offensive lineman, a season-high 7 sacks for West Virginia.
Yeah, and when Colorado missing the 2 offensive linemen, giving up 7 sacks, it really showed. Sacks, 15 tackle for losses, and 2 forced fumbles. These guys are everywhere. They were.
There was a 5 in a row.
Absolutely should be proud, but more importantly, proud of his quarterback. Scotty Fox was, here's the thing, talking to Dion, he said one of the things we got to do is take away the big shots. I'm like, you're exactly right. Because when I watch this team with Scotty Fox at quarterback, they want to run the ball, take shots. They only gave up 1 deep ball in the game, and it gave them a chance to stay in the game. So I got to give him a lot of credit. But Scotty Fox, he overcame that. He didn't really just rely on the big chunk plays to win the game. He methodically went down the field, as he said, 10-play drive, run after run. Tough kid. I got to get it to him.
And it was on that 10-play drive where you saw West Virginia was like, hold up, we can dominate this team with our physicality up front, with our running game, and just give it to our running backs over and over and over again. And it was on that 10-play drive that West Virginia was like, we're just better than you guys up front right now, and we're going to drive ourselves down the field, get ourselves a touchdown, and put the game away.
West Virginia, you can see them next week at Arizona State right here on TNT. Colorado is going to have a bye. The Big 12 also. Parker Kingston muffs this punt. Ashton Hampton is going to recover this.
Gotta look it all the way in, man.
Too many mistakes today.
And with Texas Tech's defense, you cannot give them free field position.
100%. Another great catch here. Left toe down, touches before the right one does. We just saw something very similar.
Caleb Douglas there for the touchdown. BYU shut out in the half for the first time all season. Bear Bachmeier throwing under pressure. Your guy, Jacob Rodriguez with the pick.
J-Rod understands passing lanes, but the soft is to be able to take it to himself.
And the Heisman pose.
I see you.
Was that what? Give me the Heisman. I was trying to get himself the Heisman. Listen, I covered a Dominican Sue in Nebraska. If he didn't win it, I don't know what defensive player is winning the Heisman.
Defense is real, though.
Texas Tech this season, games Bear Morton starts. Oh, just a cool 9-0, 44 points per game, and they've outscored their Big 12 opponents 225 to 65.
Probably one of the first times Bear Bachmeier looked like this.
You're absolutely right. Other scores, you got the first 2 there. Houston holds off UCF. That was last night. Arizona and Kansas, they just kicked off. Same with TCU and Iowa State. Earlier, the pregame show, Champ Bailey sat down with Deion Sanders for a candid conversation about the state of the Colorado football program. Now in part 2, the 2 Hall of Famers dig deeper into the challenges of today's college game, the mindset of young players, and how Deion's trying to shape a culture built on work, toughness, and purpose.
a certain level. Right. And I know you did it, put it on to the side, teach them about life on the field, off the field. I would keep a guy to practice like, hey man, come on over here, let's do this. Let's work on this. Receiver, come on, let's work on this jam. It wasn't about coaching, it was just to help somebody else.
Just give me a little insight on how you work now.
I'm smart enough, champ, to understand that 95% of these young men ain't going to play. And you can't expect for a guy to be Champ Bailey and his name ain't Champ Bailey. Yeah. So you got to find out what this guy is, who he is, and how he works. I would be doing these kids a disservice if I expected them to be me. So I got to get them ready for life. Anything you want, you got the work to go get it. I don't care how much you dream. Sooner or later, you got to get up out that bed and go get it.
So now when you talk about recruiting, I feel like the recruiting game never stops.
No, never
like
goes.
even with the kids on your roster, you gotta continue to recruit them.
You gotta show
them and pour into them.
Yeah.
So I mean, what is that like?
Now, at the first sign of trouble, they gonna break the glass in case of emergency. You know, right? All the bad, bro. This is the girlfriend. I'm going home. I'm not starting. I ain't gonna fight for it. I'm going home. I'm going somewhere else. That's the thought process, but it's our fault that we brought kids here with that mentality. We got to bring dogs and fighters and guys who are willing to fall in love with the process. See, that's why when I got that jacket, the way back, because we understood the process and you got to go through it. They just want the transaction, and they don't understand it's over the transition to get the transaction.
Got a lot of talent on this roster. Dion is not messing around. The Buffalo's building a culture.
Trying to build a culture here, like really set the standard for what it means to play in this program. How do you do that with so much turnover? I mean, there's kids coming and going.
Everybody's dealing with it, but I was dealing with one day get 30 freshmen, and statistics show me that within 2 years, half those kids are probably gone. So you're going to identify probably 15 to 17, maybe 20 at the most. Not only that, it's manipulation, man. It's money in this thing. Yeah. Like these kids get paid, and then you don't want to get the attitude that, don't you know, I hate to say that it should be based on productivity.
It should be. I agree with
what you said.
I've been saying it. I say it can't just be you get the bag. Right. It's got to be a sliding scale where everybody gets a certain thing, and then you ball out. You get a little more.
Yeah, you ball out, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you get that bag. I promise you. You're good, man. Yeah. You're good. I'm all right. But you ain't know. You made it easy. Like, it was good. See, I've been over there, so I know that you're good, though, man.
Got the prime time stamp, champ. I like that. Champ, you good.
That was a great any pat on the back from Prime is good. any pat on the back. But you're here, man. It's a little level of frustration, but understanding the realness of the situation. It's a challenging world in college sports. One thing he alluded to that I totally agree, the lack of structure around how they pay the players, it has to be fixed, because everything is about the money and not about development, which is what's important about raising a pro and building a pro player. They're not all going to go to the league, so we got to make sure we invest in these kids the right way.
Something you want to chime in on after you watch that? No, I thought it was fabulous. I want to give a lot of credit to my dog over there, champ.
I mean, how often do you get two guys where go back and talk to each other?
Straight up.
Talk about it.
Champ, I got one question for you. There were so much questions coming into this year. It's his first year not coaching his sons. Is he really in it for the long haul? What's your vibe about him being a coach for a long time?
Well, he reminded me of how long he's been doing this. Right after my second year playing with him, he brought about 5 or 6 players out to Dallas to coach us. He, himself, Chad Ochocinco. He wasn't Ochocinco at the time. Yeah. And this is how long ago this was. He's like, I just want to help young players. That's it. So understanding that, I can see how he transitions not having his boys on the team. Gotcha. But again, man, it reminds me of how good his boys were. And then, like, when you lose them, man, it's hard to replace that. And you see him trying to make those strides.
Like you said, 8 guys in the NFL from that team last year. Travis Hunter, a Heisman Trophy winner. Yeah. You're going to take a step back, but I thought they were challenging forward today.
Yeah, he did.
Last 2 games were kind of ugly. They were tackling, they were playing well. But West Virginia taking home the win. Don't look now. The Mountaineers are on a winning streak, and they are back on TNT next week. We'll be back in just a second.
The Geico Gecko, I'm like speechless.
I wonder how I save $900 when I switch my car insurance to Geico.
You already do, yeah, more with Geico. Oh, Geico just makes things fast and easy.
And their customer service reps always know just what I need.
Did you just, Shh. Is she allowed to do that? She's mad with power. You shh.
Get more than just savings.
Get more with Geico. For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day. Or have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Around the block, what you need in stock. With service so good, it's guaranteed. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
Should we sell the car and get something bigger?
Yeah, we can do both on cars.com.
But what if it's twins? What if it's good triplets?
Are you freaking out?
I got this.
Cars.com. Where to next?
Welcome to Ashley's Black Friday mattress event. Get a free adjustable base with select mattress purchases designed to elevate your comfort and sleep experience. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with 0% interest for 72 months. Ashley's Black Friday mattress event. Don't miss it.
One light here, one light here, one light here, one light where? One light here. I miss that guy here.
That's your Bud Light.
Oh, nice. Never mind. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
Things happen here. No one really talks about it.
We have 25 disappearances. 7 confirmed deaths. Mostly children.
What exactly are we looking for? Something that was buried in Derry a long time ago.
It wasn't supposed to see us.
College basketball gets even bigger.
College basketball all season long. TNT True TV with Jay Money's Real Records. With y'all. You're watching Big 12 College Football postgame, presented by Geico. Switch to save. Get more with Geico.
College football's biggest stage returns, and the stakes could not be higher. The college football playoff kicks off on December 19th and 20th with first-round coverage presented by Allstate. You best believe we got games on TNT. What a game that we had, and this could it could have changed the college football playoffs. 2017, and then Nicholas Singleton on the screen. Penn State up 24-20. Indiana, last chance. Fernando Mendoza to Omar Cooper Jr. Didn't get him in.
Amazing catch right here. Not to mention the drive to get him even down here. I mean, Mendoza was throwing dimes all the way down the field on this drive.
Indiana survives their first ever win at Happy Valley. And you just talked about Ocho Cinco. Omar Cooper, take a bow. We were sitting there going, man, that right leg looks like it's going to go out. It didn't even touch before the left leg.
What a catch.
Texas Tech, we saw that. Georgia, they get the win. Ohio State cruising right now. So is Ole Miss. And the big game later tonight, Oregon, Iowa. Should be a good one.
Wait, could you hear Champ groaning because Indiana won and he wanted Bulldogs to go higher in the rankings if they take it all good.
I don't know if y'all caught the groan. I don't know if you guys caught earlier this week Coach Steve Sarkisian commenting on all of the coaching changes in college football.
Everybody wants to fire their coach. Who are you going to hire? There's all these jobs out there right now. Who's everybody going to hire? I don't know. We'll find out. Somebody's got to be the head coach. The amount of, 1 week you're a hero, the next week you're a zero mentality that fan bases and people want to have. Surely coaches want some security to what they signed up to go do. We work really hard, and I get it. We all want to win, and we're all busting our tails to try to win, and sometimes things don't go your way. Somewhere in here, somebody has got to be willing to say, hey, let's see if this can work itself out.
Coach Sarkisian asked a question, and we're here with the answer. Here is the crazy changes that we have seen. Look at the buyout numbers that some of these schools were willing to pay to move on from as high as $53 million to something as seemingly normal as $6 million.
Exactly.
Even though that's still a crazy number.
Still a big
but
number.
we are welcoming y'all to Coach Island. Because if you're going to fire a coach, you got to hire a coach. Taquillo Spikes has entered the villa. Apparently that's what they said on that show. All right, so what we're going to do, Champ, we're going to go right down the line because you're first. We have a bunch of coaches right here. We want you to go pick a coach. We're going to start off Florida. Go peruse the options.
I gotta give them the best candidate possible. I'm telling you, I want them to win lose every game.
Stop it.
My dog,
Get him on there.
I wish you no success. How about that?
Spoken like a true bulldog there.
Is that it? I keep going?
You're gonna make me the head coach of Florida. This game, but start off valid right away. All right, Victor. LSU.
All right, LSU. I'm gonna go with a guy that he knows about winning, right? James Franklin knows about winning.
This is crazy.
And the beauty, he doesn't have to play. He doesn't have to beat Ohio State if he's at LSU.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that.
Very good point.
All right, this is going off the rails.
Well, my guy, listen, we need a guy who understands the culture, who knows the culture, right?
Okay.
And there's nobody better who has familiarity with the state of Alabama.
Who are you gonna go with here?
Maybe they listen to me. Oh yeah?
You think so?
Leave his alma mater for you.
I mean, there were big names on here. Talk me through this. Talk me through Key.
He has some familiarity with the state of Alabama, but more than anything, he understands how to win. And one thing that we as the Auburn culture, the offense in particular, what we haven't been able to do is run the football. And I know with him, his mentality that they bring, Haynes, King, your guy, we can get some of that down on the face. We have a chance to be a football player.
Chip, who's going to Penn State?
If they want to beat Ohio State and the rest of the crew in the Big Ten, they got to get the best of all time, right?
Oh man, he ain't coming back for nobody.
Yeah, he ain't coming back.
Look at his face. His face on the thing is telling you how he feels about Penn State.
Nah.
The fact that none of champs have stuck is a sign for the guys.
That's our first $20 million a year coach right there.
Okay.
I like the that happens. Vic, who do you got at UCLA?
Okay, UCLA. I'm going with a guy. He doesn't have to go far. He can stay in the state. I'm going with Frank Wright.
Travel south, baby.
Just travel south. Go down there. He has a NFL pedigree. He knows offense. He can get those guys going, and he can stay in the lovely sunshine. Well, it's not the Sunshine State, but there is a lot of sunshine there.
Taquillo, save us. Who do you got going to Stanford?
Well, with Stanford, I just feel like they just need an upgrade, like a shot in the arm, right? And who else better to give them that shot in the arm than a person who failed the first time on the West Coast?
For Stanford.
For Stanford?
Yes. It's to take money out there, bro.
They ain't matching what he's getting. All right, Oklahoma State, champ.
Okay, one of the best offensive minds in college football. I gotta go with my guy right here. Gus Malzahn. Come on, man. Come on.
Gus Malzahn. How do you feel about that?
They are dying for some offense. That's a good pick.
It's really a good pick. Not for 1 year.
1 year.
Then after that, everybody figure out the game plan.
Sounds like something personal vendetta. All right, Virginia Tech.
Okay, last one.
I feel like you guys could steal from the other picks.
Go in.
I wish I could. I don't believe left go there. I'm going with John Summerall and Vitek. I got a stat for y'all. The guy is 38-11 at Tulane in 4 seasons. That's winning some football games. So I'm going with John Summerall at 5.
I can definitely see him getting a big offer. All right, Woo Big Suey. Finish it off for us.
All right, I'm going to finish this thing off. Actually, this is good brand off the board, man. Get brand off the, there you go. Brand, baby. It's all about brand.
Brand Brown from Syracuse.
That's right.
You worked in Arkansas.
I like brand in Arkansas. Back in Arkansas.
Just want to single year. We're going to win the SEC every single year. And I don't really care about any other team. I just care about wins. Ciao.
You got that swamp color suit on. I see what you're doing. I appreciate that. I know what you're doing.
later.